Hey y'all, it's Vintage Vinny and welcome to another thrift haul. Everything we're going to be looking at today came from Thunder Bird Salvage in Philly. So I got some great stuff. I spent $75 on everything. So after I counted how many items I bought, including one item I'd already sold, it comes to $3.12 a piece. That is a steal of a deal, especially for some of the items that I got. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? So I love Thunderbird. There's just so many random things in there, and it's just, if you see something you like, grab it. That's what I did. I was scooping stuff up left and right, like, ooh, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that. So I saw these clocks, and I've got a thing for vintage clocks. I love them. I love the patina. I like the look of them. They're made so much better than the modern day stuff that we buy nowadays. So this one right here is a bit bigger. I would probably consider it to be a mantle clock because of the size. This is a Crone Master made by the Hammond Clock Company in Chicago. I love the mid-century styled numbers on it, and I haven't tested them to see if they work yet, but I'm sure that they do because that stuff lasts a lifetime. I literally just took them out of the box, so they will need to be dusted. They're still great regardless. This one over here is an alarm clock. It says alert. It just says made in the United States. I love that deco font of the numbers on there. So that was another great piece. And then the last clock that I got is an Endura clock. And what's really cool about it is that the numbers light up. There's uranium in the numbers and in the hands. So that is really, really cool. I wasn't expecting that. I haven't done my research to see how much these clocks are worth, but we shall see. All right, so moving right along. So I found a bottle of this. It is called Water Dance Tropical Springs Aqua Spray Cologne. It's by Cody. And I just grabbed it because it is full. It doesn't appear to have been used at all. And when you are in a place like Thunderbird and you just keep seeing stuff left and right that you want, you just grab everything, and because it's not priced, you just bring it up to the front, and then they either price the stuff individually or they just give you a price for everything, and that's what they did. So this I took a shot in the dark with. I didn't really look anything up in the store. I just, like I said, if I liked it, I grabbed it. So I'm hoping that I can get maybe $15 for this fragrance here, which, considering what I paid for it, is still a good profit. Now, you guys know me and Marilyn Monroe. I love her to death. I found this pocket mirror with her on it. I'm not exactly sure of the age because I know that these have been reproduced, but I absolutely love that. And that actually, this exact image of her used to be my phone background, like back on my S6, I think it was. Now this piece of purple amethyst glass I really, really liked, and I thought it was really unique. It almost reminds me of Jack in the Pulpit a little bit because of this little raised bit at the top. So I grabbed that, and I thought that was really interesting. I'm not sure if it's Murano or anything like that. I'm no glass expert, and you all know that. If I see something that's interesting, I grab it. And it's really funny, even the guy who was ringing me up and wrapping all my stuff up and putting it in a box for me was like, you have a really good eye for stuff. And I said, thanks. I was like, I just grab what catches my eye. Did that make any sense? I just grab what I like, is what I meant to say. So this was really cool. I think this is supposed to be like an egg dish or something. It's got two buns carrying it like it's a garden pot. That's marked Japan. There is a tiny little imperfection right here. But aside from that, it's really cute. That would be awesome in an Easter display, don't you think? Speaking of really unique things, I have never seen this before. This is Kellogg's perfected tasteless castor oil. And there's still some in there. And that does say $10, but again, when you average everything out, it's about $3.12. And on the bottom, it even says Kellogg's and patent on the bottom. I wish that the label wasn't torn off all the way so I could see what era this is from. But this has to be early Kellogg's because of that logo. Really, really cool, don't you think? And then this, I believe, is a Marx Frankenstein figure. It isn't marked on the bottom, but sometimes they aren't and sometimes they are. And it looks like he's kneeling. See? And he's like, I'm back. So those can be quite collectible. Monster stuff from the 60s and back is moolah. If you are ever lucky enough to find the movie posters and things like that. It's got a cult following, like a lot of different things out there nowadays. It wouldn't be a vintage Vinny haul if I didn't find some kind of pinup at any of the shops we visited. So we got this one right here. I know it's probably hard to see, but it says, what does that say? 3-Point Landing. This is for the Franklin Garage Inc. It was in Malone, New York, from 1964. So I will see where I'm going to list that, whether it be on eBay or maybe I'll put it in a whatnot sale, which, by the way, I will be doing when we have that big old selling event. I have this Brown and Bigelow advertising piece with a beautiful beach babe. And it says, how do you like my new bathing suit? Honey, I love it. So I think that's supposed to be either an ink blotter or maybe just an advertising piece for maybe a salesman sample advertising piece. Love it regardless. Now this I found in a frame and unfortunately it was ripped, but I don't care. It's one of those old pinup girl decals. She kind of reminds me a little bit of, I want to say, I don't know why I want to say Ethel Merman, but because Ethel Merman wasn't a redhead. But yeah, she's a naughty housewife or maid showing off them fishnet stockings, which you all know back in the day was pretty racy. And over here, we've got this framed beauty in a nice evening gown in front of a fountain. Guess that was put in a frame more modernly. It fits it perfectly. So those were some fun pieces. So Dave actually spotted this for me. It's a pinup girl dressed as a pirate, and she's found the treasure. As you can see, this has seen better days. There's rips and tears, but the colors are still really nice on it. So I definitely had to take that home with me. I'll probably find a frame for that. Be great in a bathroom, don't you think? So this piece, I believe, came out of a magazine, or maybe it was just a separate, like maybe poster or centerfold. This is from the Esquire Girl, and the painting is by Euclid Shook. It's called Reflection. An admission. All week I've been wishing for Titian. I spent a whole year in the towhead tradition. I think I may die. An inspection. For days I review my reflection. But can we arrive at the proper selection? The mirror and I? Though the help of my mirror I'll never renounce. I find, I confess, the reflection that counts in the eye of a guy. Very, very saucy. And to get away from the sauciness for a little bit, I spotted this right when we walked into Thunder Bird. This is a Beastal Halloween cutout. Now, I think this is one of the quote-unquote newer ones because the back is white, not like the color of a cardboard box. But still, to find vintage Halloween that cheap, and it does say Beastal Co. made in US and in great shape aside from some creases, maybe some light damage there, but how awesome is that? Like, you just cannot say no to vintage Halloween for that cheap. All right, so moving right along here. So this is a fantastic piece. This is from 1968 and it's from Miller Studios. I always associate Miller Studios with chalkware, not with like this plasticky material. As you can see, it is rather dusty and does need to be cleaned up a little bit, but that is phenomenal. I absolutely love that. Now this Santa Claus up here, I've actually had my eye on one for quite a while. There's a one at Old Glory Antiques in Frederick, and the guy wants like $28 for it. Would I have caved and bought that? No. But I found this one at Thunder Bird, and I only paid $3.12 for it. And I believe he's also a bank, but he also doubles as a light because there's a slot for the coins. I haven't tested him to see if he works, but I'm sure that he does, and despite his cold paint loss, I love him because I didn't pay much for him. Now this Santa Action World Bradley the Christmas Bubble Bear piece, I've actually bought and sold before on Amazon. I've done really well with these if they are new in the box. This is by Kurt Adler, and it's from 1994. Kurt Adler stuff can be very, very collectible depending on what it is. So I just thought that that was definitely worth picking up. I was very disappointed that these candlesticks by Norcrest, well, this one broke anyway. However, when it came off, when you put the head back on, or when I glue the head back on, I don't know if it's going to show or not in here. Yeah, there we go. So when you glue her head back on, it doesn't even appear that it was broken. However, it is chipped here, and then one of her wings is chipped. But I didn't want to just take one of them because I felt if I had a set, I didn't even notice the chipping on the wing until after I brought it back to the house that we were staying in. But they are Norcrest. And oh, one of her feet is missing too, but I don't think that that's really much of a big deal. So I'm gonna put her decapitated head right here, just for the time being. Sorry, girl. And then I found this 440 volt 3-phase sign. It's probably commercial, or not commercial, but industrial. That'll definitely be up for grabs on eBay. I think somebody on there will absolutely love to get their hands on that. Now this piece I saw sitting up front, it says, "Many happy returns of the day." It is a framed photo. As you can see, it has seen better days. There's tears and such on it, and this actually is just a cloth cover. But here's what the picture is. It's of a girl with a horse, definitely turn of the century, probably maybe like 1900s, maybe even 1910. And it is by F.A. Schneider. But that is just an amazing photo. I had to rescue it. I mean, that just screams early 1900s, don't you think? So that was definitely a great pickup. And the last item I would like to share with you all from Thunder Bird is this really awesome old napkin. Now, funny enough, when I brought it up to the counter to purchase it, the gentleman who was working up there said that he had literally just framed it that morning and put it out. So, as you can see, it's got some tears and is tattered and torn, but to me, that is character. And since I won't be taking this out of the frame, it's gonna stay in here even till the day I die. It will never come out of here. But how cool would that be in like a backdrop with all of your vintage Halloween decor? That is amazing, and for $3.12, heck yeah, this had to come home with me. So folks, that is everything that I would like to share with you all today. Let me know down below in the comments section what were your favorite items from Thunder Bird. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure and click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to get notified when new videos are uploaded. Be sure and check me out on Instagram, the link to it is down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!